Welcome back, Rockets, to another edition of our Rocket Workouts. Today, we are going to do something a little different, not so much of an exercise, but something that's going to focus on our hand-eye coordination. And we've done this in class quite a bit. Today, we're going to practice juggling. And I know what you're thinking. That is going to be very hard. Not so much. You'll be able to pick it up in a short amount of time. And your parents may even want to learn if they don't know how, so they can practice with you too. So all right, so let's get started. A few options that you can use to juggle. I'm going to be juggling some oranges. I'm also going to show you how to juggle some plastic bags from like Walmart or Food Line. And then I'm also going to show you how to make your own. You get just a piece of paper and you wad it up, and then now you got something that you can juggle. So I'm going to show you all these items, how to juggle them, and kind of how to start and what we can do. The first step that you want to do when you're juggling is you want to establish a throwing pattern. You need to start with one item in order to get that down, because you have to be able to use your right hand and your left hand really at the same time. So to begin with, start with one ball or one piece of fruit, which I'm using right here, or one bag, whatever, and you're going to just toss it left to right. And just going back and forth. Try to be consistent with the flight path or the trajectory, and you want to keep your eyes focused on when that ball, or when that item, I should say, gets to its highest point. All right, and notice I'm not watching myself catch it. I'm watching only where it's going. So this may take a little practice, just getting this part down pat, is learning how to just throw it and catch it through instinct. After you've mastered throwing one back and forth, then you want to move to two items. Okay, now there are some common mistakes that people make when they use two items, and we'll address those in just a second. But I want to show you what you want to try to do here is throw the first item up, and when it is at its highest point, then you throw the second item up, and then you're going to catch and catch. All right. Now, like I'll tell y'all during the year, this is not juggling yet, but it's getting you closer. So let's practice that. Up, under, catch, catch. I didn't throw the second one as high, and I'll need to when we start with three, but that's why we practice. Up, under, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. Up, under, catch, catch. A common mistake that kids make when they start doing this, or people, is when they throw it up, they just hand the other one, and they're only throwing with one hand and catching with the other. When you're doing this type of juggling, you want to be able, you have to throw it with each hand separately. So when I throw the first one, this is a mistake people make. They throw it and then they hand it and then catch it, and then they throw, hand, catch, throw, hand, catch. That is not the kind of juggling that we're doing. If you were juggling 4 or 5 items, then that would be what you do. But we're only going to work on juggling 3, so that the pattern is different. So it's, again, up, under, catch, catch. All right? So practice that a while until you get used to it. So now we're going to try to put it all together. When you juggle with 3 items, the hand that has the 2 items in it will be the hand that throws first. So I will throw one item from that hand. I kind of cup the other item that I'm not throwing with my ring finger and my pinky, and I'll throw it up. When it gets to its highest point, then I throw the item in my left hand. When it gets to its highest point, then I throw that third item, and I try to keep it going in a cycle. All right, so let's see if I can do it. Now it's good. You're going to want to speed up as you do this. It's very important to try to just keep a steady pattern, not too fast and not too slow. All right, so you go up, under, catch, catch, catch. Now just keep it going under, and you may have to, oh Lord, and then you drop stuff. And when you drop it, that's okay. While you're practicing, it will be a good idea to maybe stand next to a bed, and that way if you drop something, you're not having to constantly reach over and pick it up, or maybe a couch, something like that. If you keep throwing items forward, maybe stand closer to a wall, and then you can follow the pattern. But we're gonna try to juggle right here again over the couch, and that way, if I mess up, it didn't fall far. You just gotta keep your dogs from stealing your oranges. Now, like I said earlier, some other items you can practice with are these plastic grocery bags. Now, I find it easier if you get 3 different colors. That way you kind of can see the pattern as you're throwing it. The one thing about these is they'll stay in the air a little bit longer, so it gives you more time to kind of react to it. So that can be good, or sometimes it kind of can throw off your timing. When you throw these kind of bags, they're harder to throw underhanded. You kind of have to flip them to get them to float. But the pattern is still the same. So let's see if I can juggle grocery bags. I also told you we were going to try making our own little paper balls if you want to. These are hit and miss kind of how they fly. To me, sometimes they're a little too light, but you never know what item is going to be the best one for you to juggle. So we'll try to see how well I can juggle these paper balls. These aren't going to mess anything up if you drop them or accidentally hit the TV with them. So let's see. Uh-oh! You just might have to wrestle them back from your dog for a minute. All right, let's try that one more time. Hey, there we go. Ow. So when you're juggling, just a couple of reminders. Remember, you always want to watch the highest point of where the item is being thrown, and that tells you when to throw the next item. But more importantly, be patient with yourself. Juggling can be a frustrating thing to learn, but the more you practice it, the better you're going to be. And it's really fun if you get like your parents involved, and maybe you can teach them how to juggle. Oh, and one more thing. Go Ramblers.